So our new number, our base case for Tesla with this on the split stock is 3,000.
Well, there you have it, folks. $3,000 by 2025. Base case. That is a 4x in 4 years. So, what did Elon have to say about this? According to Electric, Elon sent an email to employees stating, if we execute really well, I agree with ARK Invest. So in today's video, we're discussing number one, what is this valuation? Is it realistic? Is it probable? Tesla's massive possible German subsidy for their battery plant, FSD updates, no steering wheel or pedals in the Model 2? Are you kidding me? There's something hidden between the lines here. I'll discuss that. I'll finish it off with Cybertruck's so-called delay. Before we get started, don't forget to leave this video a like and subscribe. I'm going to squeeze it all into a bite-sized video for your enjoyment. Back to Elon's email. Two things. One, Elon is trying to motivate his employees. Hey, if you work hard, you'll be rich. What better motivation is that? Second, I think $3,000 in 2025 is reasonable. Let's see why. Cathie, you're up.
Of course, one of your top holdings in your funds is Tesla, and it's been a long time holding for you. Given the chip shortage that we have seen, are you concerned about Tesla missing any delivery estimates this year?
Well, it's if we're right on what's going on with the gas-powered vehicle sales, I think that auto manufacturers are going to be cutting back, and that will free up some of the chip supply that might have gone to gas-powered vehicles for the electric vehicle manufacturers who are growing dramatically here. So,
Cathie does have a point here. Tesla, in my opinion, will nearly double deliveries this year, while their competitors are struggling to tread water. The chip shortage appears to be causing the end of the ice age to accelerate. Pun intended. What Cathie forgot to mention is the ingenuity of Tesla. When Tesla is facing this chip shortage, what did they do? Tesla reprogrammed other chips so they can be used in Tesla vehicles to help alleviate the shortage. Who else does this? Nobody else does this. Just look at this chart. Would you know we are in a chip shortage just by looking at this delivery chart? Not me. It looks like a straight line up. No other automaker has the expertise to do this. Who does this? You know who.
the consumer is thinking about his or her next purchase. Is it going to be gas powered or electric? And we believe that electric vehicle sales will be up more than 50% this year, perhaps much more than 50%.
I personally predict that Tesla will sell between 950 to 980,000 cars this year, although as the year goes on, 980 is becoming less probable, trending downwards to about 950. But still, this is an increase of between 90% and 96% year over year. I guess other EV makers will do terrible this year. Back to you, Cathie.
Their market share, instead of going down from 2000 year-end 2017 to today, has actually gone up fairly dramatically around the world.
Now, don't get me wrong, Tesla's shares in EVs will drop over time. It is inevitable. But Tesla is holding up a lot better than even I expected. Let's get to the number. $3,000 in 2025. I posted my DCF valuation a while back. It's linked in the description. My 12-month price target is between $1,040 per share and $1,121 per share. So let's average it out to $1,100 per share. 12-month price target. For an upside of between 53% and 65%. I think this is reasonable. My bull case estimate for Robotaxi alone is $11,000 in 2031. So yes, I can see $3,000 in 2025. And remember, this is Robotaxi alone, does not include full self-driving, it does not include auto sales, does not include energy, insurance, or any other business that Tesla has. You can download this spreadsheet and my others at my Patreon for only $1. Sorry for boring you with all these spreadsheets. I know, it can get boring. So let's head on over to Sawyer Merritt. This is from the all hands meeting at Tesla, and boy did we get a lot of critical, awesome information. Here's a twofer to make up for all those spreadsheets. FSD 10 is quite profound. FSD 10 is quite profound, a revelation, is the future. Version 10 next week, and a button 2 request 2 weeks after that. Keep in mind, Tesla reran their neural net calculations for version 10. We should see some good updates here. Second, the Model 2 is releasing in 2023. Well, that's the scheduled date, it may slip. To think about not releasing a steering wheel or pedals and make it fully FSD not only reduces costs substantially, it also gives you insight into just how far along Tesla is with FSD. If they thought that it may not work, then this wouldn't even be a consideration for them. If they truly can make it to level 4 by 2023, then I'll have to revise my Robotaxi estimates. I was estimating 2025. So Tesla, prove me wrong. Tesla will be the first to generalized full self-driving. The way I see it, Tesla has no real competitor in generalized full self-driving at the moment. Keyword generalized. There's some companies that say they are working to get into this space, but I don't see any of them as being serious threats due to these issues. Number one, the competitors are geofenced, and they did this to themselves. It's sad, but it's true. I'm looking at Waymo, Blue Cruise, and others. They are locked to a city or a subsection of a city. If you pick the car up and drop it somewhere it doesn't expect, then the car will not drive without a driver. The solution just doesn't work. Number two, the competitors require extremely detailed information on the roads beforehand. They call it HD maps. This simply will not work for a generalized solution. You simply cannot get this information and have it be dynamic. Let me discuss this. So this is why HD maps will fail. You need the area pre-mapped before you can drive on it. This will not work. We can see this in action. Waymo has been stuck in Phoenix for years, and the others will be stuck in their initial city for years because it takes a long time to truly get these HD maps on the streets to map out the city. That's the first issue. Number two, if something drastic changes in the road system, then your car will become lost and stuck. How can you reach level 4 or level 5 if your car has the possibility of getting stuck? That means you need a driver, which means you're not level 5 anymore. For example, in my area, the 405 is under huge construction. On-ramps, off-ramps, and bridges themselves are all going up and down, and the situation changes every week. Not to mention the construction itself. Cones everywhere, lines being repainted, turns that don't exist anymore, new turns that now exist. Off-ramps, on-ramps, HD maps would fail in this scenario since these changes are not pre-mapped. You need a system that reacts dynamically. It reads the situation and reacts to it. You need generalized full self-driving. Keyword on the word generalized. Everything needs to be based on vision and logic. The way humans operate now. I mean, we can get by with just a pair of eyes and our brain. The FSD system should do just the same. We can navigate these dynamic situations. As someone smarter than me said, shout out to solving the money problem, LiDAR is like a train on tracks. You cannot move off the pre-established tracks. It is not flexible or dynamic. Next, there is a possibility of nearly $1.14 billion Euro subsidy for the battery factory in Germany. Don't you love free money? I always love free money. Estimates are this is about 20% of the cost of the factory. We'll see. Now for the downer. Oh wait, honestly, we already knew this from Q2 earnings, but apparently some people missed it. Yes, the Cybertruck won't start production until late next year at the earliest, but this was known since the Q2 earnings call. Elon stated in the earnings call that the Model Y will be produced in Austin first, then the Cybertruck. I do not know why people think this is a surprise. It boggles my mind. Did they just not listen to the call? The Cybertruck not only consumes much more 4680 battery cells, it has a radically different design to any other car on the road. This makes the production extremely difficult, such as the exoskeleton body. No other car has this. This requires something completely new. This requires a brand new manufacturing process, not to mention all the innovations included in the Cybertruck, which I have another video on. What price do you think Tesla will be in 2025? Don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe. Thank you to the channel members. Thank you to the patrons. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. You keep this channel going. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.